What's up guys, Mickle here, and in this video we're going to be talking about the current price action of XRP and the rest of the cryptocurrency market, because obviously we have had a pretty massive pullback over the last couple days. In this video I want to talk about if it's done any long-term damage to the XRP price chart and just how low we can go before things actually get bad. I also want to talk about a very interesting topic in this video, and that is why hasn't Circle issued the USDC stablecoin on the XRP ledger yet? Guys, I want to talk about my theory for why this hasn't happened, and I think you guys are actually going to like it a lot. Like always, your support means so much to this channel. Thank you to everyone who likes the videos and to subscribe to the channel. These things really do help me out so much. Also, if you ever need a place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange Uphold down in the description of this video. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, I want to start out this video and just quickly talk about the price action, because I see a lot of people talking about this right now, and I think a lot of people are kind of just overanalyzing things. Guys, over the past couple months, as you can see by the chart on the screen, XRP has tried to break out of this symmetrical triangle multiple times. Now, it's gotten rejected almost every single time, got sucked back down into the symmetrical triangle, and continued to trend sideways. Over the long term, I don't think the price action we are watching here is going to matter at all. Right now, XRP is waiting for its big catalyst. It's waiting for its big breakout moment, but the volatility we see in the short term is nothing more than noise. Over the past couple years, XRP's fundamentals have increased exponentially. We have more and more institutions building real-world products on the XRP ledger. We had Ripple beat the SEC in court, getting an official ruling that XRP is not a security, and now we have some of the most development we have ever seen on the XRP ledger. That, alongside with DeFi coming, that's going to lock up hundreds of millions, if not billions of XRP, these are all massive improvements to XRP's fundamentals. But in this time period, the price of XRP is yet to catch up with these exponential increases to the fundamentals. Guys, this is going to happen. This is like every single other major tech company or any other major innovation that has happened over the past 10 to 15 years. It takes people a while to fully understand what is being done behind the scenes, but once they realize it, the price of the asset catches up to the fundamentals. Guys, right now, retail is focused on what is being put in front of them, meme coins and JPEGs, but that is going to change in a big way eventually. Eventually, people are going to realize how undervalued XRP is in this market. It's one of the few blockchains actually making real strides in becoming a new form of rails for the financial system. Guys, right now, I think what we're watching is noise. XRP will continue to trade within this symmetrical triangle until it doesn't, but until it doesn't, I don't think much really matters. The lowest XRP can really go before I actually start to get worried is around the low 40-cent range, maybe around 46 cents. Until then, guys, in my eyes, almost nothing has really happened. XRP will catch up to its fundamentals. I am certain of it. It's a matter of time, and the closer we get to the end of this thing, the closer we get to that big breakout moment. I want to move on though and talk about a very interesting topic that's going viral in the XRP community right now, and that is why hasn't Circle issued their USDC stablecoin on the XRP ledger? Now, Panos actually reached out to Circle via email and asked him, hey, why haven't you actually issued USDC on the XRP ledger? And they just said that those conversations haven't happened with Ripple yet. Now, this is a very corporate answer. I don't know how much we can actually read into this, but it begs the question, right? Has Ripple just dropped the ball? Has Ripple just decided, hey, we don't really care about the USDC stablecoin, or is there more to it? Because we don't even know if what Circle is telling us here is true, but it begs the question, right? If this really is true, why wouldn't Ripple have reached out to Circle to get USDC on the XRP ledger? And just to be clear, Circle doesn't need Ripple in order to issue USDC on the XRP ledger. They can just do it. That's the thing with decentralized blockchain solutions, right? You can do whatever you want. You don't need Ripple's permission. But for one reason or another, this is what they said, so we're going to go based off this. Why hasn't Ripple said they want USDC on the XRP ledger? Why haven't they worked with Circle to do this? Well, in my eyes, it comes down to a fundamental difference in strategy. What we know is Ripple is working with different financial institutions all around the world that all have their own pots of value. Bank of America has massive amounts of deposits that they are going to want to keep in Bank of America coin. JP Morgan has massive amounts of deposits they are going to want to keep in JP Morgan coin. All these large institutions, all these large countries, such as the Federal Reserve, such as the Bank of Japan, all have large pots of value they are going to want to tokenize, but not take counterparty risk. USDC is counterparty risk. You are counting on the company Circle to custody those funds. If you're the Bank of Japan, you don't want your entire nation to adopt the USDC stablecoin because then you're relying on the company Circle. It's a private company. That's a massive amount of counterparty risk to build your entire economy on. What Ripple is doing is a fundamentally different strategy than what Circle is doing. Ripple is going to the Bank of Japan and saying, hey, we understand you're not going to want to use an asset that's controlled by a private organization, so why don't you just issue your own deposits on the XRP ledger? We'll help you do that and create a Bank of Japan stablecoin that all your constituents can use. That way you don't have to rely on another party in order to stay solvent. You don't have to rely on another party to do the things and implement the policies you want them to do. It's your value, you control it. It is a fundamental difference in how Ripple looks at this ecosystem versus Circle. Circle expects everyone in the entire world to trust them, use their stablecoin, and implement the policies that Circle sees fit, and hope those policies apply to what they want as well. But I don't think that's really a realistic strategy in how the next generation financial system is built. Bank of America is not going to want the same rules on their stablecoin as a random bank in South America, and vice versa in all different jurisdictions and institutions all over the world. They're all going to want different aspects to their stablecoin, and they're all going to want to control the value in their own stablecoin. This is a fundamental difference in how Ripple looks at value. This is a fundamental difference on how Ripple looks at bringing deposits to the blockchain. Ripple wants to work with institutions to issue their own deposits on these different decentralized finance networks, while Circle is looking to have everyone use their specific USDC product. To be honest, this is the only logical reason I could see Ripple not reaching out to Circle to put USDC stablecoin on the XRP ledger. If Ripple already knows that there are massive amounts of deposits coming from different financial institutions that outweigh the market cap of Circle entirely, outweigh the market cap of USDC entirely, and they already have these plans in place with major institutions, well, that is going to be a much, much bigger value driver than some private company's native token. What we know is Brad Garlinghouse specifically said a couple months ago is that Ripple has a stablecoin strategy, but they are not going to disclose it. Is what I just talked about Ripple's stablecoin strategy? Does Ripple think they kind of have Circle and checkmate, and they don't want to give USDC any more potential inflows than what they already know is going to be built within their own system? I have no idea. But to me, this is the only logical strategy Ripple could be taking that would bypass the USDC stablecoin. Ripple understands that big institutions all over the world want their own value. They want to control it. They understand no massive jurisdiction is going to adopt USDC stablecoin because you can't run a country's monetary policy on a private company's deposits. It doesn't make any sense. Private companies can do whatever they want, and a sovereign nation is not going to give their power over to a private company. What Ripple is doing is working with the countries, working with the governments, working with the large institutions to build their own systems that essentially act as their own version of USDC. Guys, this is how I see the future playing out. And if this is really Ripple's strategy, then I think they're going to end up winning big. Like I said, Brad Garlinghouse said his company has a stablecoin strategy. They're just not going to disclose it. And the last thing I want to point out really quick is the fact that, as I showed you the other day, things are moving way faster than people understand. What we found out is the Federal Reserve is already working on a CBDC behind the scenes. This was released by Tom Emmer. Guys, if countries really are a lot further than we understand in the retail sector about building these CBDCs, about building these tokenized deposits, and if Ripple really is the leader in making these things happen, if Ripple really is the leader in helping these large institutions and countries create these CBDCs on the XRP ledger, and they do have these partnerships in place, and there are plans behind the scenes, well then, they really don't need Circle. They don't need the USDC stablecoin, because Ripple will end up being the technology provider to bring all the funds, all the value to the XRP ledger in a tokenized fashion. Guys, just speculation. This is my theory. This is what I hope happens, because it would be a massive value driver for XRP. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.